all, it's your girl Adeola. My people, move closer, just move closer. Why now? What? Me? Okay, it's okay, you are too close. I tell you guys everything that is happening on this show every single week. But what are you doing about it? Those shameless senators are trying to amend the 1999 constitution so that they can grant themselves immunity and life pension. Are we just going to watch them do this? Hey, Jomi, very soon the Senate President Bukola Saraki and his deputy Ekwere Madu, in fact, all the Senate leaders, very soon they will start enjoying immunity no matter what they do. And that is in addition to getting pension for life. Hey! Oh my God, it is hot in here. It is very hot. My dear, Saraki is still getting pension as a former governor of Kwara State, no be so. On top of that, he's getting salary as the Senate President, no be so. And now he wants pension as a Senate President, no be so. When a lot of people in Kwara State, his state, have not been paid since last year. It is hot in here. Somebody get me some water. Water, somebody. You see, why are Nigerians not protesting? And since these people became lawmakers, how many laws have they passed that will benefit the common people? Why are we not on the street? Why? Oh, I forgot. Oh, please forgive me. I am so sorry. People are hungry. People, how can they protest when many of them have not been paid since last year? Oh boy, get Mr. President on speed dial. Mr. President, no. Change that picture. That was when he was still looking for votes. Sure, you understand? Change that photo. My dear, you are very funny. Have you seen him dressed like this since he became president? No, I'm just asking a question. I changed the photo, Jared. Guy, you are slow. Oh boy, you are slow. You are very slow. You want me to spell it out for you? In case you don't know, none of this applies anymore. None of this is true anymore. Let me tell you. You see the whole, what did he say that time? I belong to everybody and I belong to nobody. It's a lie. It's a blatant lie. By the way, for those that will defend Buhari in the comments, because I know that some people will, let me just say that it's not only what you say that people hear. Sometimes your action is so loud that people cannot even hear what you are saying. Put up this is more like it, and this is more accurate, you know, in terms of the picture that we are seeing. Mr. President, you know, do well in case you are watching. Let me face here. I thought they said you read the news, but clearly you don't know what people are going through. It's okay to fight corruption, but people need to eat. Governors have not paid salaries for months. I mean, what are you doing about it? We know that you try to bail them out, but most of them are still not paying salaries. Exactly what are you doing about this? My dear, show him the photos. Show him, Mr. President, in case you are watching. See, this is how people are cooking. This is how people are cooking now in Nigeria. This is the reality on ground. Because, you know, soup pots are now disappearing. If you are cooking outside your house, by the time you go inside to take your Maggi, to take your salt, the pot of soup is gone. Now people are padlocking their pots. Yes, wake up, Buhari, wake up. Make governors accountable. Don't just say that you've given them bailout. Set up relief centers in all 36 states. People are dying of hunger. People are hungry. Use your veto power to stop the senators from changing the constitution for their own personal interest. Pay unemployed graduates the 5,000 naira that you promised them when you were looking for their votes. Be more transparent. All the money that you've recovered, let us know exactly what the money is being used for. Do something about Fulani herdsmen that are killing people. You know, just like you were quick to do something about Nnamdi Kanu, you know, the leader of Biafra. He didn't even kill anybody. I'm just saying, Fulani herdsmen have killed more than 1,000 people. Also, you need to watch Keeping It Real. You need to watch my show. How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. President? You want me to beg you? Watch my show. And for God's sake, replace Femi Adesina. Replace. How can a presidential spokesperson go on live radio and say that those of us that are complaining about hardship in Nigeria, that we are minorities? Hey, you know, claiming that the support base of Buhari is still enormous. Mr. President, don't let this man deceive you. My guy, Mr. Femi, you are welcome. You know, it's not your fault. No, seriously, it's not your fault. The federal government is not owing you 7 months salary. No, be so? And you have constant electricity at your house. So why won't you yarn? Anyway, one more thing, Buhari. Don't you think that we need a psychiatric hospital for the senators? No, seriously, some of them are starting to get out of hands. Apart from representing their own personal interest, one of them is in serious need of treatment right now. I better get my uncle on speed dial. You don't have another photo somewhere where he looks serious? Hey, my father, you mean it? This was how he dressed to the Senate? Uncle Dino. Such a clown. He don't say. Anyway, Uncle Dino, you're welcome. In case you're watching me. Uncle Dino, people are talking. What is going on? They are talking. And you know I'm the only one that will tell you the truth. Is it true that you threaten to kill any senator that shows up in court to testify against Bukola Saraki? Hey! Me? Bami, for how long will you be Sadaki's boy? You know, for how long? You must to grow up now, you know. You are now 42, no, so you're already above 40, my oga. You know, this is the time. You need to grow up. Speaking of which, we all know that you beat your wife. Should I say wives? Because, you know, whatever. So, even though we all know that you beat your wife, Uncle Dino, there's a rumor circulating, you know, I'm the only one that will tell you. So, they said that she said that you said that you will beat the wife of Tinubu. But that, you know, Uncle, this thing is starting to get in your head. You know, I'm the only one that will tell you the truth. Seriously, now what do you they smoke? Uncle, you know, you want to beat up a female senator because she stood up to you while you were giving your threats? You will not get away with it. This is why it is important for all women to learn karate. Hey. But wait a minute. Did he really say that he will impregnate the woman? My father and my God.
It is fallacious, malicious, and a lie that I said I will impregnate Mrs. Tinubu. Biologically, it is even impossible to impregnate Mrs. Tinubu because she has arrived menopause.
Dino, dial 911. Dial 911. This is emergency, my dear. My people, I beg, hide your children, especially your daughters.
I am an ambitious person. I even want to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Your father. Moving on to the Democratic Republic of Congo. They're supposed to have their presidential election in November of this year, but right now, we still don't know if there will even be an election. 10 years is not enough. Joseph Kabila wants to run for third time. Actually, he was president for 5 years after the previous president was killed. The previous president was his father, by the way. So his father was president, and then he came in. He was there for 5 years before they had an election, and then he's been there for 10 years. So that is 15 years. 15 years is not enough. All these African presidents that are forcing themselves on their people for third time, fourth time, fifth time. The ridiculous thing is that they still don't do well. You're not fixing the roads or building hospitals of international standard. You're not investing in education. You're not doing your job except to enrich yourself and your family members, yet you don't want to leave. More than 400,000 Congolese women and girls were raped in 2006 alone. In 2007, the same thing. The war is still going on in Eastern Congo. About 5 million people have been killed already. Meanwhile, your government continues to export coltan for other countries to use for them to make cell phones and laptops. 80% of the world's coltan is in Congo, by the way. I hope you guys know that. So this country should be one of the richest countries in the world. They should be like Qatar. No Congolese person should be suffering or lack food with the amount of natural resources that you have in Congo. But their leaders are getting the big money from Apple, from Samsung, from Sony at the expense of peace in their own country. And you keep using children as labor force. The warlords station themselves in Eastern Congo, making sure that there's no peace so that the foreigners can continue to exploit the resources. And don't think that we don't know that Rwanda is also benefiting from the ongoing war in Congo. Within 18 months alone, within 18 months period, Rwanda alone made $250 million from exporting coltan. Meanwhile, we all know where coltan is from. It's from Congo. You see, times like this makes you remember Patrice Lumumba. Seriously, the first legally elected prime minister of Congo, the man of vision that tried to bring stability to Congo only for him to be killed by the American CIA. America and Belgium collaborated and got the man killed. You know, one thing that still baffles me is the fact that when the West sees an African leader doing well for his people, they have to kill that person. Why? And speaking of presidents forcing themselves on their people for another term, there has been more than 500 politically motivated killings in Burundi now since the president forced himself on his people for a third term. The latest victim is Hafsa Mosi. She used to be the Minister of Information and Government spokeswoman before she became the Minister of East African Community. Hafsa was shot dead near her house. Just imagine that. Now, the interesting thing in Congo right now is how Mr. President is hunting the main opposition candidate, that is Moise Kutumbi. So the police attacked him after a protest in May. By the way, he said that he was injected with poison. We don't know. But all I know is he went abroad for treatment, and while the man was outside the country, guess what? Mr. President sentenced him to 3 years in prison in absentia. I'm like, how do you sentence a presidential candidate to prison in absentia? They said that the man was guilty of illegally selling a property. I was like, say what? Now, the government of the Democratic Republic of Congo is telling us that this November election may be delayed for 4 years because of logistical reasons. I was like, forget that. That's nonsense. To me, that's just another excuse for Kabila to spend 20 years in power. But you guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. And moving on to the Gambia, let me start with the good news. Yaya Jammeh banned underage marriage. Yes, yes, Mr. President. I knew it. You know, deep down beneath the whole shakara, you have some good in you, Mr. President. You know, everybody have some good in them. No, be so? By the way, Tanzania also banned underage marriage. Yes, you see that president of Tanzania. The man is doing really well. So I think we should acknowledge that. Kudos to these two countries. They said that Stephanie, it is done. Let these girls go to school. Let them make something of themselves. Before they start raising kids, I was like, kudos to these people. If the husband is making money and the wife is also making money, it's only elevate us out of poverty. You know, I do well, Jermaine. I knew it. You know, I have faith in you. Don't I say it on this show that Jermaine is a very good man? Every day I say it on this show. You know, unlike some people, enemies of progress. I knew it. You know, I do well, Mr. President. The only thing though is, I don't know if Mr. President will actually follow through and implement this law. Hopefully he will, but at least he passed the law. Speaking of you doing amazing things, you know, people are really impressed with you right now. They just wish you will also do the next thing on the agenda, which is to step down. You know, I do well someday. Please step down. 20 years is enough. 20 years is enough. Now that we've celebrated my uncle, President Yaya Jammeh, I think we should read this message that I got from a Gambian via Facebook. This person said, "Hi Adeola, did you hear that Yaya Jammeh arrested the civil aviation boss because they didn't repair the 1960 aircraft that his wife wanted to use to travel to Mecca?" From the airport, she went back and complained to her husband, who ordered the arrest of the civil aviation boss and other 5 senior officials of the Gambian International Airport. What is this true? Hold on, let me put on my glasses. Breaking news. Gambian Civil Aviation Managing Director Abduli Jammeh fired and arrested. Hey, what? That one was fired? But why? But why? No reason was given. Sources said that the arrest has to do with the recent maintenance of Yaya Jammeh's private jet. Hey, what? Wait a minute. I read somewhere recently that the Gambian First Lady chartered a private jet for $300,000 to go to Mecca. Say what? So this is why. One trip, $300,000. Hey, what? They said that she flew Rotana Jet. That's an airline based in the United Arab Emirates. As if those ones don't already have enough money. But now it makes sense. Because, you know, I heard that very same week, Mr. President practically robbed the Central Bank of Gambia. Yes, he did. The man sent a close aide to the Central Bank, telling them to give him 41 million Gambian dalasi. That is more than $960,000. Almost $1 million. Imagine Mr. President sent a van to the Central Bank demanding for almost $1 million. Cash. And they had no choice than to hand it over because those ones came with heavily armed police. No wonder Gambians are saying that this was a clear case of robbery. Mr. President, robbing your own Central Bank in Adua. You think this was why Madame was able to spend $300,000 on a private jet to Mecca? You don't know, me too. I don't know. You didn't hear it from me. But Oga Jammeh, you're welcome to this program. You and your wife, I just want to remind you that people are watching you on Plasma TV. We are watching you. You know, we see everything, the way you're spending this money anyhow. It's not your money anyway. Just keep in mind that someday you would have to leave by fire, by force, whether you want to or not. And now, speaking of Gambia, by the way, I got an email from the United Democratic Party of Gambia. They said that they are tired of Nigerian judges in Gambia that are abusing human rights. These are their names. He's using them to jail so many innocent people. So Gambians have petitioned these Nigerian organizations, all these Nigerian organizations, to call the Nigerian judges to order. They're saying that these judges should desist from violating human rights or leave Gambia. We are hoping that these Nigerian organizations will please hear their cries and do something about it. I can't even imagine a justice that is not from Nigeria sending innocent Nigerian citizens to jail. I trust Nigerians that we will send them packing with immediate alacrity. So please let these Nigerian organizations talk to those lawyers in Gambia. You guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Now, a quick update on Zimbabwe. I'm telling you, it's a revolution taking place right now. By the way, that pastor that I showed last week, the one that organized the protest, Pastor Evan, bless your soul, my brother, bless your soul. You know, this is a true man of God. The man was arrested and charged with trying to take over power from Mugabe. I was like, what? Guess what? The people rallied around him. First of all, people were praying for him from all over the world. And then more than 100 Zimbabwean lawyers showed up in court. All of them ready to represent this man. Thousands of Zimbabweans gathered outside the court to show their solidarity, to show their support. In the end, the judge was forced to dismiss the case. This is what solidarity can do. I'm telling you, I don't think that Mugabe can stop Zimbabweans this time around. It is on. It is on. By the way, why can't they make this man their president? Seriously, he's more effective than all these other opposition leaders that they have in Zimbabwe. As soon as he was released, the man organized another protest, shutting down Zimbabwe for the second time. Keep in mind that he's a pastor. And let me say this. This is the kind of pastor that I admire. Seriously, I don't care how big your church churches. I don't care how many people come to your church. I don't care how many branches you have or how rich you are. The men of God that I admire are those that will not be silent when their people are suffering. Those that will speak out when a leader is not doing the right thing. Just like we read in the Bible. Remember that God kept sending prophets to warn kings that were not following his command. Today, so many men of God are just praying for presidents. Like seriously, they don't rebuke them. They don't speak out when, keep in mind that politics affects every aspect of our lives. So true men of God will say something when their people are suffering. That is why I'll keep talking until these people listen. But again, you guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So for the video of today that was sent to me by a Keeping It Real viewer by the name Prince Okagbari, here is NEPA office, the power holding company of Nigeria, Benin branch. These are the people that are supplying us with electricity, taking the delivery of their own power generator.
Hey, breaking news to NEPA. When I go back there. Hey. NEPA go back generator. NEPA don't buy generator.
Hey, NEPA don't buy generator. NEPA don't buy generator. Yes, they will be telling us that they are working on stabilizing electricity. My people, it get a CV. It get a CV, oh. But you guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So before I leave today, I like to read some of your emails, and the first one is from Manfred James Brown, and he says, "Hi Adeola, I'm a Malawian based in South Africa. I was so happy that you talked about my beloved country, Malawi. Indeed, there is drought, and we were shocked to hear Mr. President telling people who voted for him that they should be eating rats and grasshoppers while his own family enjoys taxpayers' money. Shame on you, Peter." He's referring to the president. "Malawians are not fools that you can take them for granted." Who snap, my brother? Thank you for writing. Tell that man how insensitive as a president. I beg. The next email is from Hamza Bindawa, and this person says, "Hi Adeola, since the beginning of 2016, Kano State government has not provided water except for about 2 hours in a day." What? That is messed up. If there's water for more than 2 hours, it would be between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. Wait, 1 a.m. and people have to do night vigil. So people of Kano are now having sleepless nights waiting for water to come on so that you will fill your jerry cans. Hey, whoa. So people have to stay up at night. They are not sure when, if it will be 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. that water will start running. This is capital punishment. And you know these people will go to work the following morning. No, be so there is God. By the way, that is for the people that are living in GRA. Outside GRA, they have not seen water running from the tap since the beginning of 2016. People have to walk for like 1 kilometer before you will meet the seller. Please help out and talk about this. Thank you. Wow. I am so sorry, my people of Kano. I had no idea this is going on. Mr. Governor, hey, you know, do it. You know, there are so many things to talk about when it comes to Kano, but at least fix the water problem. Water. People need water. How do you want people to survive without water? Can you imagine a whole state doing night vigil because of water? That is God, though. These are the people that voted for you. Thank you for writing, Jare Hamza. Thank you for keeping me updated. The next email is from Omar from Atlanta. He says, "Hi Adeola, I've watched with pride every time you show us Africans that are doing great things. Now it's my turn. My nephew graduated with first class in engineering from the University of Surrey in UK. Oh, that is so cool. And of course, he attached his picture. I am not sure who is happier, if it's my nephew, his parents, or me that did not do any of the work. Actually, no, I'm sure it's me. Of course, it's you. Thank you for sending this email. If you don't read this email in your next episode, Adeola, please know that you would surely have turned me into a wailing wailer. Thank you and be warned." Of course, I have been warned. I have to read this email. Thank you for sending the email, and congratulations to your nephew. In your excitement, you forgot to include the name of your nephew, but it's okay. We have his photo. Congratulations to you, my man. Thank you for making us proud in UK. We're so proud of you. Lastly, someone sent me this video of the old Enugu Onisha Road in Ogidi, that is in Anambra State.
Hey, Ogidi don't know. This is Enugu Onitsha Old Road. Oh. Look at the height of the flood water. Because the express is no longer motorable, so all the vehicles are applying this route. Hey, whoa, look at people's houses. Look at what is happening.
And all thanks to Onyeka Oraike for filming this. Thank you so much, my brother. My people, this is supposedly a major road, okay? And I heard that the present governor promised that he will fix this road as soon as he's elected. Well, people voted for him. Now you see why you cannot trust politicians. And Governor Willie Obiano, seriously, please fulfill your promise. How do you expect people to be traveling on this kind of road? It's not fair. Anyway, that's all the time that I have for emails. Please keep sending your emails to adeola.keepiniro@gmail.com.
Growing up in Kenya, my sister and I were very close. But like any sisters, we fought a lot. She always got new clothes, and I always got hand-me-downs. Now she's putting her children through school in Kenya. We still fight sometimes, especially when I send money for the kids. I tell her, buy some clothes for the younger one, and we both laugh.
With nearly 500,000 locations, our app and online, this is moving money for better.
Alright, y'all, it's been real, and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next week, I'll see y'all later. Peace out!
Welcome to Forstview Luxury Hotel. At Forstview Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit Forstview Luxury Hotel. We are located at number 1 Adeola Bamishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 08075787135 or 08099900601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.forceviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. Forstview Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.